Alright. On your test next week, I don't want you to get confused with, oh, never mind, it won't be on there. Synthetic division and synthetic substitution are two different things. Remember synthetic division is when you're dividing? Synthetic substitution, which is what we're learning today, you're going to use synthetic division. But your answer will just be one number, not a polynomial. And the answer is your remainder. Okay, so synthetic substitution, you will have one answer, and it'll be a number, or the remainder. So the directions say use synthetic substitution to find f of 4 and f of negative 3 for each function. So we're going to start with number 5, and we are going to find f of 4 first. So we're going to use synthetic division to do this with a 4 on the outside. So whatever the number they give you, that's what's going to go on the outside of your box. Nothing changes about what goes here. It's going to be the coefficients. First we have to make sure we don't skip any powers up here. So are we skipping any? It goes from 3 to 2 to 1 to 0. So we're good. Tell me what to put up here.
2, 1, negative 5.
Very good. Do y'all remember what goes here? Alright, everything under this line, we are doing what to it? By what? Good. Everything above the line? Good. So, we're multiplying this by 4. That's going to give us what? Where do we put it? Good. What goes here? And here? Good. Here? Here? Good. What's our remainder?
127.
So that means our answer is 127, the remainder. So the way you write it is f of 4 equals 127. We just use synthetic substitution. Now, how do you check this? All you have to do is plug in 4, this number they give you for x up here, and evaluate the function. It should give you this number. So we'll just do this one together. I'm not going to make you check all of them. If I plug in 4 for x, what's 4 cubed? What's 64 times 2? 128. What is 4 squared? What's 4 times negative 5? And then that plus 3. Go ahead and type this in your calculator. 128 plus 16 minus 20 plus 3. And tell me what you get. That's what it should be every time. So that's how you check it. Alright, we're going to also do one more together. It also says find f of negative 3 for the same function.
For the same one?
Yes. So these don't change up here. Just the number on the outside because we're finding f of negative 3 this time. So Nikki, what goes here?
2.
Abigail, Lynn?
That makes sense.
Good. Rihanna?
Negative 5.
Good. Brandon? Good. Toby? Good. Sawyer? Good. And Sydney?
47.
Try one more time.
Negative 27.
Yes. So this is f of negative 3 is negative 27. And again, you can check this by plugging it in if you would like. Any questions about synthetic substitution?
Wouldn't it be negative 30?
Where? That would be like if it was negative 3 plus a negative 30. Gotcha. Or you might have subtracted. Alright. I want you to do number 6 on your own. So find f of 4 and f of negative 3 for number 6. Yes. Alright, go ahead and compare your answers to people around you. See if y'all got the same thing for each one. Alright, can anybody tell me the correct answer for 4? Shh, did y'all hear her? She said f of 4 equals 178. Is that true? Here you go. Anybody want to guess -3? Go ahead.
-67.
Is that true? Yeah. Good. Alright, any questions or do I need to go over this one? If you got it wrong, it's because you probably forgot a what? A 0. Your coefficients at the top should be 5, -4, 0, 2 because they skip what power here? X to the second. Alright, do we need to do some more of these or are y'all good? Good, so I can move on? Okay. These next ones, it says, given a polynomial and one of its factors, so after the semicolon, these are the factors. Put these in parentheses and just so you won't get confused. They give us one of the factors and we're supposed to find the other zeros. If something is a factor of something, when we divide it, what's the remainder going to be? 0. Like if we divide 6 by 3, what's that going to be? 2 with the remainder 0. So all of these, when we do synthetic division, should give you 0 for the remainder because these are factors. So if it doesn't, you've done something wrong. This one will have how many zeros here? 3 because of the degree. Everybody see that? They give us one of them, so how many are left? 2. Alright, if I set this equal to 0 and solved, x would be what?
-2.
So we're going to use synthetic division to divide this by -2, and let me go back while we're doing this. Look at this first one. We cannot factor this one. Because it has an x cubed in front instead of x squared or x to the 4th. We can't factor this one by grouping. Because you can see here you're going to take out an x squared and it's not going to be the same in the middle here. That's why we have to do this on these. We can't find the zeros by factoring, so they give us one of the factors to help us find the other ones. Okay. So, again, what am I going to put on the outside? Whatever this is set equal to 0, which is what? Good. Now using synthetic. What are our coefficients?
0.
Good. We had to put a 0 because if you can see here we skipped from x cubed to x. We're missing that x squared. Alright, Caleb, what goes here? Evan? Amy? Marilia? Right here, everything underneath this bar, we're going to multiply by this outside. So we're going to multiply it by -2 and -2 right here. Yes. My pancakes. Let me see if this will work. Alright. Abigail, next one.
1.
Good. Sierra. And so Alex, our remainder is what?
0.
Good. And it should be because it's a factor. So again, if you're doing these, you get something other than that, it's wrong. Do y'all remember how to write this as a polynomial? Alright, tell me. Alright, how did you know to start with x squared? Why didn't you start with like x to the 3rd or something like that? Good, one less than this one. Alright, now that we have this, we can find the other zeros. By doing what? Factoring. So what are factors of 1 that add to be negative 2? Yes. So our other 0 is what? And it has a multiplicity of what?
2.
So we have 2 and plus this one on the outside, that adds up to what? 3. So we're done. Questions about that? Yes.
Where'd you get negative 2 from in the beginning, like to multiply by?
You have to set this one equal to 0 and put it on the outside. So like on this one, it'll be what on the outside? Yes. Alright, so 18 will be a negative 2 on the outside. That's the factor, or the 0. What about my coefficients?
1, 2,
0, good.
negative 8,
Perfect. Alright, Sid, what goes here?
1,
Good. Hope.
negative
Nicole? Good. Darius? Good. William? Good. Taryn? It's okay. Good. Nikki?
2, negative 8,
Very good. Julia?
16.
Good. Remainder is?
Will the remainder always be 0?
Because these are factors, so they should go in evenly. Alright, tell me how to write this answer. Good, because we don't have an x squared term, we don't have an x term, so it's just x cubed minus 8. Yes, we have to use difference of cubes to factor this one. So, let's see if y'all remember. Good, that's the cube root of both of them. Cube root of this one's x. Cube root of this one is 2. What comes next? Almost. Yes. Go ahead. Good. And how do we get 4? 2 squared. Good. So this is the first term squared. This is the last term squared. This is them multiplied together. Alright, so tell me what this 0 is. What about this one? Can we factor it? Into what? So 2 plus 2 is 2? Somebody said it? Yes. And how did we know that from the beginning? Because this is what? Difference of cubes. Remember yesterday I told you this one you'll never be able to factor? You always have to do quadratic formula. The answers are also going to be what? Imaginary. Alright. We don't need to sing it, correct?
No.
Alright, tell me what to put. Plus or minus of
4,
minus times. Good. All over.
1, 2.
Good. Alright, we know this is going to be what here? Yes, what's 4 minus 16? Negative 12, good. And can we simplify that negative 12? Into what? 4 and 3, good. So we got negative 2 plus or minus square root of negative 4 times 3 over 2. Sorry, I'll mark that out. So what can we take out here? Yes, so I'm going to write it up here. Negative 2 plus or minus 2i square root of what? Over. And then can we simplify here?
Yes.
Alright, we can take out a what out of everything. So here,
Negative 1.
here,
I.
square root of, all over. Good, so we don't have to put it on the bottom. So how many answers do we have here? 3. Good. 1, 2, 3, and then here? 4. What was our degree? 4. We're done.
Why did they give you a negative 1?
Okay. Everybody good with that one? I think that's the only one where you have to use the quadratic formula. and difference of cubes. We'll do one more together, and then you'll do the other 3 on your own. Is there any specific one you want to do together? 22. Alright, we'll do this one. You can do it on the back. I'm going to do mine on the board. Alright, tell me the factor for 22 that's going to go on the outside. Positive 4. Good. What about the coefficients? 2. And negative 28. I'll give y'all time to write that. This is number 22. Alright. Connor, what goes here?
2.
Good. Bryant?
8.
Simon?
15.
Good. Madison?
60.
Good. Catherine?
7.
Very good. Julia?
28.
Good. So our remainder is 0, just like it should be. Tell me how to write this as a polynomial.
2x squared.
Good.
Plus 15x. Plus 7.
Good. Alright, so now we are going to do what here?
Multiply 2 times 7.
Perfect, which gives us what?
14.
What are factors of 14 that add to be 15?
14 and 1.
Very good. So can we just write x plus 14x plus 1? No, this one's AC hard, so we have to plug it back in. So we got 2x squared. What else?
Plus 14x plus 1 plus 7.
Good. And then we group. Very good. Alright, can I erase this top part up here? Is everybody good with that? Alright, what do these first two have in common? What goes in the middle? Good. And these, do they have anything in common? So we take out what? Good. So we got 2x plus 1 and x plus 7. What's our 2 zeros? And that's how many? Plus we got the one that we plugged in, and our degree is 3, so we found them all. Alright, after you have finished 19, 20, and 21, and I've checked them, you can pack up. And feel free to help.